Part 1. The invisible money leak. You check your bank account. It's the 23rd, and you already feel it. That quiet panic. There's $42 left. Maybe $87. Maybe $0 if a subscription hits overnight. And the thought creeps in again. Where did all my money go? You're not irresponsible. You pay your bills. You don't gamble. You don't walk into stores and burn money for fun. And yet somehow every month ends the same way. Tight. Too tight. Mike is 29. He works as a sales associate, making about $30,000 a month after tax. Rent is $1,200. Groceries around $400. Transportation maybe $250. On paper, it should work. It should be enough. But it never is. By the third week, he's ordering food again. $18 here. $24 there. A small treat. He tells himself he deserves it. And he's not wrong. But the math doesn't care. At the end of the month, Mike looks back. $18, $24, $12, $36, $9.99. Individually, nothing. Together, $640 gone. And he has no memory of most of it. That's the part no one tells you. It's not the big expenses that break you. It's the invisible ones. You don't run out of money because you're bad with money. You run out of money because your money is leaking quietly every single day, and you never see it happening. Let's walk through what actually happens. Not theory, real life. Day 1. Salary hits. You feel safe again. Relieved. Maybe even a little rich. You don't say it out loud, but your behavior changes immediately. You loosen up. It's fine. I just got paid. You buy something small. Maybe $60. Maybe $120. Nothing crazy. You earned it. Then the weekend comes. Dinner with friends. $45. Drinks after. Another $30. You're not overspending. You're living. Uber home. $18. Convenience always costs more, but it feels small. Always small. Monday to Friday again. Coffee. $5. Lunch upgrade. $8 more than usual. Streaming subscription renews. $14.99. Cloud storage. $2.99. App subscription you forgot. $9.99. It's all background noise. You don't pause. You don't calculate. Because none of it feels like a decision. It feels automatic. Now it's the 15th. You're still okay. But something shifts. You start checking your balance just a little more often. You feel it. Not panic yet, but pressure. At the grocery store, you hesitate. $7 for berries? You pause. Then you buy them anyway. Because compared to everything else, it doesn't seem like the problem. But here's what's actually happening. Let's do the math. If you spend just $20 a day on extra things, not rent, not bills, just extras, $20 30 days, $600. Gone. $600. That's not small anymore. That's a financial pattern. And most people, they're not spending $20. They're spending $30 or $40. $30 a day, $900 a month. $40 a day, $1,200 a month. That's an entire rent payment disappearing in fragments. And the worst part, you don't feel it when it happens. You only feel it at the end. That's why the end of the month feels like a surprise every time. Even though it shouldn't be, because your brain doesn't track money the way money actually moves. It tracks feelings, not totals. A $5 coffee feels harmless. A $500 monthly leak does not, but you never experience the $500 all at once, so your brain never reacts. This is where things get dangerous, because modern money is frictionless. You don't hand over cash anymore. You tap, you click, you swipe. When money was physical, you felt it leaving. Every bill, every coin. There was resistance. Now, nothing. Just numbers changing on a screen. Too easy. Way too easy. Sarah is 34. She earns $5,000 a month. Works in marketing. She thought she had a spending problem. She didn't. She had a visibility problem. When she finally tracked everything, really tracked it, she found something shocking. $1,050 a month on unplanned spending. Not luxury, not big purchases, just life. She sat there, quiet, because for the first time she saw it clearly, not emotionally, mathematically. And that's when it clicks. You're not running out of money because your salary is too low. You're running out of money because your system is broken. You're trying to control spending with willpower, but money doesn't respond to willpower. It responds to structure. And your current structure is invisible spending, automatic behavior, zero tracking. So every month becomes predictable, even if it feels random. Day 1, relief. Day 10, comfort. Day 20, tension. Day 25, stress. Day 30, regret. Repeat again and again and again. This month will be different, but it never is, because nothing actually changed. Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not about discipline. It's about awareness. You cannot fix what you cannot see. And right now, most of your money is invisible to you. Subscriptions renew while you sleep. Auto-pay handles your bills. Apps remember your card. Spending happens without a decision. And over time, something dangerous happens. Spending becomes your default state, not your choice. So by the time you decide to be careful, most of your money is already gone. And that's why you feel stuck. Not because you're failing, but because the game is designed this way. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's where things start to change. Because in the next step, we're going to break down exactly how this system works, why your brain keeps making the same financial decisions, and the one shift that flips everything completely. Part 2, your brain versus modern money. Your brain is not designed to manage modern money. It wasn't built for this, not even close. For most of human history, money didn't exist. There was no credit card, no subscriptions, no buy now, pay later. Today, you can spend $200 in under 10 seconds. Without feeling anything. That's the problem. Your emotional brain reacts instantly. Your logical brain reacts slowly. And money moves faster than both. Let's go back to Mike. It's a Wednesday night. He's tired. Work drained him. Cooking feels like effort. Ordering food feels like relief. $22 for dinner. He pauses for maybe 2 seconds. Then taps confirm. Done. No pain. No resistance. Just convenience. But let's break that down. Cooking at home, maybe 6 points. Ordering, $22. Difference, $16. Do that 4 times a week. 16 bar. 64. Over a month? 64, 25 D6. That's just dinner. Just one habit. Now stack everything else on top. Coffee upgrades, ride shares, subscriptions, impulse buys. Suddenly, you're not a little off, you're hundreds off every month. And here's where most people make the wrong conclusion. They think, I need more discipline. That's not it. Not even close. Discipline is like trying to hold water with your hands. It works for a moment, then it slips through. You've tried it before. Next month I'll be better. Next week I'll cut back. I'll stop ordering food. And for a few days you do. Then life happens. Stress, fatigue, convenience wins. Again. Because the real problem isn't behavior. It's the system your behavior lives in. Right now, your system looks like this. Money comes in, then slowly leaks out everywhere. Uncontrolled, untracked, tiny holes everywhere. You don't notice them individually, but together, they drain everything. So the question isn't, how do I stop spending? The real question is, why does spending feel so easy and saving feel so hard? This is where things get interesting, because the answer is not what you think. Your brain values the present way more than the future. Way more. If I offer you $20 today, or $100 in a month, most people hesitate. Some even take the $20. Because now feels real. Later feels abstract. Future you feels like a stranger. So when you spend $30 today, you're not thinking about the 28th, you're thinking about tonight. Right now, this moment. And that's completely human. But here's the twist. The more you spend on small things, the less satisfaction you get from each one. The first $5 coffee feels good. The 10th one, you barely notice it. It becomes routine, automatic, meaningless. So now you're spending without even getting the benefit. That's the worst trade. And this leads to something most people never realize. Something that changes everything. Here it is. Aha moment number 1. You don't run out of money because you spend too much. You run out of money because your spending has no hierarchy? Let me explain. Every dollar you spend should belong to a category, not in an app, in your mind. Survival, rent, basic food, utilities, non-negotiable, comfort, eating out sometimes, hobbies, small joys,